homestead built by Arthur Langhorne in the 1840s, changed hands a few times.
That was the original Altona Shire of Altona Council chambers. Building site where we are here, there was the old bluestone, used to call the committee rooms.
Alfred Langhorne passed away and sold his land in 1874 to Phelps, I think, of Collins Street. They were land developers. They put Altona up for subdivision, Altona Bay, and to try to entice people to come here, because it took too long to come by horse and carriage. They put the pier in 1888. Altona floundered from, as I say, the 1880s right through to the 1950s. In 1950, the population was 2,500–3,000 people, and it was very Anglo-Saxon. From 1950 to 1968, and when we became a city, population grew from, as I said, that 3,000 to over 30,000. And most of those were Italian and Maltese, then a few Dutch, Polish, war immigrants. So Altona would have been an amazing place.
I mean, we had kids from all over the world. We never argued, we just played together, we learnt together, we done a lot of things together. It was the vacuum oil company. It started off, and of course now it's Mobil, of course, Exxon Mobil. And that was probably one of the largest expansions into the industrial era of Altona.
But it was like a little seaside hideaway that somehow or another was a little undiscovered, or people thought that it was in amongst industrial sorts of places and wouldn't be as desirable until they actually came here.
In those days it was pretty much like a little fishing village, if you like. About 3 made streets, the rest were all dirt. It was everybody knew everybody. It was a terrific, a beautiful little community to live in.
Well, Dad settled here in the early 50s. He used to always tell a lot of stories about the old times in Altona, how it used to get cut off by floodwaters. He built a lot of Altona. He always loved Altona. He built the original library. As we drove past, he would constantly remind us that he built the original library. He was quite proud of that. He built, I think he built all up probably 800 to 1,000 or more homes in Altona.
I do recall that day. We came down and they had a big ceremony. There was lots of people out the front. And
what I do recall is that it seemed to be a big occasion for Altona. Like it was as if the floodgates had opened in a way, and we're sort of taken into the new world in a way.
As a 10-year-old, you don't take much notice of speeches. But my friend and I were across the road on that Moreton Bay Fig climbing, as we were usually getting ourselves into trouble. And I tended to make a bit of noise, and the policeman came across and kicked us off. I remember that vividly.
It was quite a modern building. There was probably nothing else like it that we had in the town, and it was quite a focal point.
Dad took a photo of the opening day from out the front there, and I don't have a lot of actual memories. I do remember coming into the library on opening day, and there were a lot of people.
I seem to have a recollection of walking through, and just all excitement, and there's all these books that we can borrow, and just a whole new world in a way for a 12-year-old.
a group of us, we just all grabbed books and were just sort of sitting there leafing through the pages and having a look at them. And a photographer came up, and they must have thought, with all the children there, that would take a good photo.
I don't think I was here for the actual opening itself, but I do remember coming here with my friend's mum, a very good friend of mine. Her mum was one of the early librarians here, Loretta Forsey. She brought us down here after hours, and I just remember coming in here and having the absolute run of the place and having this ambition to read every book in the children's section. To me, it was like the gates of paradise had opened to be able to come in and have access to all these books.
I have very fond memories of coming here and just spending hours just browsing at books, and the fact that it's instilled a passion for both books and libraries that I have to this day.
had a photo charging system. We had a microfilm catalogue. Then I think it was around 1987 we introduced computers. We went online, and that was a huge change. It was, you know, my first taste of independence, to come down, browse. I could be down here for a couple of hours just browsing, choose what I wanted and take it home.
When we were little, there wasn't mounds to do in the community, and during the holiday time, we'd come down here. My sister and I'd come down with my two cousins, and we'd do the holiday activities here. But a lot of the time, we were the only kids. So, and it was Karin at the time, and we were very, very proud when she remembered our name. We thought she was a celebrity.
So I believe it started, I think it started around 1991, and it was completed in October 1991, and the library became 2.5 times bigger, and it was beautiful.
The girls told me that they could get the books out for me, which they do. And so they have them over here on the shelf, and I just come over when I'm ready to get another book, and they have them all there ready for me. They've been very helpful.
When I'm looking after my grandchildren, I bring them down here and read them a story. And
I just think it's wonderful the way libraries have reinvented themselves, I think, really, to become so much a part of the community and offer so many activities that encourages people to come in and, you know, learn about things, and I think it's fabulous.
I don't think libraries are really going to go anywhere in the near future. I think what they offer has changed, and that's a great thing.
I think libraries are very important to communities because it is one place that does bring people together.
It doesn't matter how young people are or whether they're up in my age group, there's always something in a library.
no, I think it's really nice to mark special occasions, and this is a special occasion.
Happy birthday. Can't believe it's 50 years.
Happy birthday, Altona Library.
Oh, congratulations on 50 years strong.
Happy birthday, Library.
What's your favourite song at story time?
Open chapter.
Can you sing it for me?
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Open chapter, open chapter. Here is my handle, here is my spout. Read them, right up to your chin. When I get off things, then I shout. Open my jaw, little mouth. Tip me over and pull me out. But do not let them in.
Yay! Very good.